Good evening and welcome to Central Indiana here at Campbell Court on the campus of Indiana Christian Academy. He's Ryan Baisley. I'm Brajan Crispin as we get set for the latest presentation of Whirlwind basketball. Keys of the game brought to you by Indiana Christian Academy. Ryan, for this Heritage Hall team coming in at 0-6 in conference, trying to get back into the win column, what do they need to do to get it done tonight in a hostile environment?
Yeah, Brajan, they need to keep the tempo. Last time these two teams met, down 75 to 11. They need to control the tempo early. They need to make those shots, clear lanes to the basket, and get some points on the board quickly, I think.
And then if you're ICA at home, trying to extend their winning streak at home to 20 in a row, what do they need to do to start fast and get it done tonight?
Yeah, I think down the court quickly, give your ball to your star shooters there, Kyle Stevens and Jake Gilbert. Get some points on the board early, and I think if they get those points early, they'll run away quickly with this one.
Keys to the game brought to you by Indiana Christian Academy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the opening tip, anthem lineups, and much, much more. Sit back, relax, and strap it down. You got Whirlwind basketball coming your way. Back inside Indiana Christian Academy, he's Ryan Baisley. I'm Bergeron Chrisman as we get set for opening quarter action here inside the wind tunnel. ICA in their home white, Heritage Hall. The Patriots in their road blue, and we are off to the races. And it is Tucker with the rebound. Stevens for three. Put back Degbelo. So the Whirlwinds 0 for 3 from the outset. And here comes number 24, Eli Cunningham. Little jumper off the mark. That was number 22, Boaz Heath. Out of play. It'll stay with the Patriots. 7:32 remaining in quarter number 1. Pass intended for number 11, Craig Yulray. And Ryan, you'll see a lot of Yulray and Gilbert going back and forth as the opening three is good from Eli Cunningham.
That's exactly what Heritage Hall needed to do, Bergeron. Get on the board first, get on there early. We'll see what happens there.
Tucker with a little runner, cuts the deficit to 1. Heritage Hall, a team that has struggled in the new year, 0-6 in conference. But anything can happen on any given night. They're up 1 here early in the first quarter. Pass intended for Yulray, stolen by Ethan Tucker. Tucker in transition with the left hand, and it's blocked, courtesy of Cunningham.
It was a great defensive play there by Cunningham.
Cunningham directing traffic, pulls up from way downtown, and that's off the iron, rebounded by Stevens. Stevens in transition, right down Broadway with the right hand. That's an easy 2.
There were a couple times last Friday where the Whirlwinds struggled with some of those easy layups near the end of the game. It was good to see that one get in by Stevens.
ICA will win in the transition game all night long. Heritage will have to make them play in their half-court set. Gilbert with the takeaway. They swing. Stevens for 3. Bang, bang, bang. Kyle Stevens now with 5 on the evening. 7-3, the ICA lead.
Kyle Stevens averages 15 points a game this season. There's 3 on the board for him to start tonight.
And it's another ICA turnover. Degbelo down low. Strong move. Off the front of the iron. No good. Ryan, he's got to capitalize on those early on if he wants to get in a rhythm. And out of play. And it'll go to the Whirlwinds. 5:38 remaining in quarter number 1. ICA up front. 7-3 from Indiana Christian Academy. ICA trying to extend their home win streak to 20.
Last time these two teams met back in December, ICA scored 29 points this first quarter. We'll see what happens here tonight.
Kyle Stevens with another 3. He's got 8. The lead back to 7. Outlet goes Jake Gilbert. Gilbert throws it home. 12-3 the ICA lead.
That'll get the crowd riled up here, Bergeron. Plays like that down the court and in the hoop.
Yulray was blocked out of play by Kyle Stevens. Sending out early invitation to the block party. No RSVP necessary.
This young Heritage Hall team's got a lot of development ahead of them. We'll see what they do over the years to come, playing against a very seasoned ICA team here, led by a number of starters here in their junior and senior year.
4:52 remaining in the opening frame. Degbelo out to Stevens. Stevens with a pump fake action back to Tucker. They swing. Tucker inside. Jack Tucker now directing traffic. Degbelo inside. Kicks back to Ethan Tucker. Isaiah looking for the perfect shot. Ethan Tucker top of the key. And that's off the mark. Rebounded by Jack Tucker. Little floater, and that's good. ICA opportunistic.
ICA out here 14-3. We got to travel there. Heritage Hall.
Heritage Hall 1-5 in their last 6. Little floater off the mark from Degblow. It's off of Heritage Hall, and it'll stay with the Whirlwinds. In comes Jensen Arnett for Daniel Stevens Whirlwinds.
ICA coming off a close game last night, 64-58 against Suburban. The closest game they've had in a while, Bergeron.
And that's going to be an interesting matchup to watch as the season unfolds. ICA will get them at home in February. 3-point attempt off the mark. Here comes Gilbert, 3-on-2. Degblow inside with the right hand, and it's good. First buckets of the afternoon for Degblow, 16-3, the ICA lead.
At the run ICA's had, maybe a good time for Coach Heath there. Call timeout, slow down the tempo, regroup with his team. We'll see what he does here.
Tucker in transition. Gilbert inside, and they'll head to the charity stripe to shoot 2. And the foul will be on number 22, Boaz Heath. That'll be his first, team's first. And Gilbert at the line to shoot 2. And he gets the first to go. ICA with the early 17-3 lead, 3:10 remaining in quarter number 1. Couldn't get the back end of 2 to go. Gilbert with the steal, but corralled by the Patriots. Under 3 minutes remaining. Here comes Cunningham. Cunningham down the lane and out of play. The Whirlwind basketball, 2:45 remaining. Kyle Stevens will change his lineup. In comes Ethan Ainsworth, Drew Gilbert, Ian Achenbach, and Gavin Lehman. Ainsworth down low to Achenbach. And Achenbach can't believe it. Tie up, and it'll be Heritage Hall basketball. Comes down to the basic fundamentals, Ryan. I mean, you got to ball first.
Ball control. Yeah.
Ball first, then the basket. Boaz Heath takes an extra step. These boots were made for walking. It's a turnover, and it'll be ICA basketball. 2:26 remaining in the opening frame.
I'd say Heritage Hall's done a good job so far. I think this quarter trying to keep tempo with the pace of ICA. ICA obviously changing out their starting 5 here already. Heritage Hall, no substitutions yet. We'll see what they do going into the second quarter here.
3-point attempt off the mark. Ainsworth with the rebound. Ainsworth tried to thread the needle. Pass intended for Drew Gilbert, out of play. And it'll be Heritage Hall basketball. Under 2 minutes remaining in the opening frame. Boaz Heath across the timeline. Thought about it. And Keeley had it stripped, and here comes Ainsworth. Ainsworth to Arnett. Arnett, little pump fake action, kicks out. Ainsworth for 3. And he gets it to go. Ethan Ainsworth. 20-3, the 17-point ICA lead.
You know, Bergeron, ICA has averaged almost 68 points these last 4 games. Again, like I said, have beaten their opponents in 3 games by over 30 points. We are looking look in that direction if Heritage Hall can't put some points on the board here.
That is Elijah Keeley to inbound in front of the ICA bench. 1:17 remaining. Pass was intended for Keeley. Here comes Achenbach in transition. Achenbach kicks. Arnett. Gilbert in the corner. And Drew Gilbert makes his presence known. Under a minute remaining. 23-3. Lead now 20. Cunningham for three from way downtown. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Achenbach. Trouble with the basketball. Gilbert says I'll have another. That's off the back of the iron. Put back by Ainsworth. He could have just gone right up for it. And he can't get it to go out of play. It'll be Heritage Hall basketball. 22 seconds remaining in the opening frame. Heritage Hall trying to get back in the win column. It'll be a tall task this evening. 10 seconds remaining.
You can see ICA playing with confidence right now, controlling the ball and the pace of the game.
Keeley, they got to get a shot off. Good if it goes, and it's off the mark. So that'll be the end of quarter number one. ICA up 23-3 from Anderson, Indiana. We'll be right back with second quarter action. Back inside Campbell Court, ICA with the early 23-3 lead as we begin the second quarter. Fans, tonight's Indiana Christian Academy varsity basketball broadcast is proudly supported by the Whirlwind Cafe. Ryan, what's on the menu tonight? It is Tucker's Barbecue. When you stop by the Whirlwind Cafe, be sure to try one of Tucker's signature smoked barbecue combos, the F4, the F5, or the F6, loaded with slow-cooked meats, classic sides, and championship-level flavor. And here's the best part, a portion of every purchase goes directly to support the students and families of Indiana Christian Academy. So whether it's coffee in the morning or barbecue after the game, you're not just feeding your family, you're fueling Christian education. Whirlwind Cafe, proud to serve Tucker's Barbecue and proud to support Indiana Christian Academy.
That Tucker Barbecue, Bergeron, is some good stuff, man. He knows how to make it with that sweet and sassy sauce as well.
May have to go get some at halftime as the lead is now 23.
This has been a strong stretch for ICA here. Have quite the run. Every possession feels like building confidence for ICA.
The jumper is good. That's Boaz Heath. Nice little inside jumper. Achenbach, little floater. Oh, that missed everything out of play. And it'll be Heritage Hall basketball. Achenbach a little jumpy from the outset. Caused a couple turnovers.
This is where Heritage Hall needs a good composed possession. They scored on their last. We'll see if Cunningham and team can rally here.
All right, on cue, out of play. It'll be ICA basketball. Lehman to inbound. 6:42 remaining in the second frame.
Sounds like a set play coming up here for the Whirlwinds.
Daniel Stevens with his second squad in. Arnett from the corner, and he gets it to go. Jensen Arnett.
Those field goals will quickly add up the points for the Whirlwinds here.
So we'll get a foul. Stopping play, it'll be Achenbach will pick up his first, team's first of the period. And the starting squad for the Whirlwinds comes in. So the bench mob did their job, 29-5. The ICA leads, 6:10 remaining in the second. ICA with the takeaway. Tucker with the right hand, and that's good. Cunningham, little spot jumper. And that's off the mark, rebounded by Lehman. Stevens for three. Off the back of the iron, rebounded by Degbelow. Stevens directing traffic, top of the circle. So we approach 5.5 remaining. Lehman's pass out of play. It's an ICA turnover. Pass was intended for Degbelow to be Heritage Hall basketball.
Heritage Hall here has a chance to put points on the board, bring this game a little closer.
Cunningham directing traffic. Keeley. Keeley inside through traffic. Off the mark. Put back by Ulray off the mark. Heritage Hall had a good scoring opportunity. That was way off the mark from Degbelow. Inside runner off the mark. Here comes Stevens. Lehman, baseline. Stevens, little step back three. Off the iron, rebounded by Paxton Plew. Degbelow bodied, can't convert, but he'll head to the line to shoot two. And the foul will be on Elijah Keeley. That'll be his first, team's first of the period. To the charity stripe goes Degbelow.
Almost halfway through the second period, Bergeron, and Whirlwinds scoring pace has slowed down a bit.
Seconds off the mark, but rebounded by Degbelow, so ICA will reset. Lehman inside. Pass is intended for Plew. Tucker, a little runner, and it's good. Four minutes remaining in the opening half. It's been all ICA trying to extend their win streak at home to 20.
The momentum here is clearly favoring the Whirlwinds.
Cunningham in the corner. Degbelow in transition. Tries to keep it in play, corralled by Cunningham. Cunningham the other way. That's a souvenir out of play. And it'll be ICA basketball. Heritage Hall has had some good scoring opportunities. They just can't convert. A couple of jumpers inside, a couple layups off the mark.
Again, when you don't put those easy points on the board, it is hard to win ball games.
Stevens to Degbelow with the right hand, and that's good.
We've seen in this matchup how quickly ICA can take control when they get rolling, and they are rolling right now.
So stolen by Paxton Plew. Under 3 to go. Lehman. And that missed everything. Rebounded by Heritage.
You see a lot in this Heritage Hall team. Again, they're a young team. They have a number of 8th grade students playing on their team, number of freshmen. When you don't have that experience playing against these juniors and seniors of the ICA starting 5, it's hard to keep up when you don't have the connectivity that this team has, having been playing together a long time.
ICA trying to win back-to-back state championships, a team that has played together and built consistency in this program. Heritage Hall trying to emulate that this evening. Paxton Blue picked up his first, team second. And Cunningham gets 2 to go, 36-7. 2.5 remaining in the second quarter. Tucker, top of the perimeter, over to Stevens for 3. Rebounded by Degblow. And Degblow with the second chance scoring opportunity. Kyle Stevens cold from beyond the arc. He only shot 2 threes in last night's win against Suburban.
Last time this Heritage Hall team beat the ICA team, it was almost 5 years ago, back in 2021. They are 0-10 since then. ICA coming out with a lot of power, looking like they may extend that streak here tonight.
Ethan Tucker comes in, as does Jake Gilbert. Out comes Kyle Stevens and Degblow. 1:51 remaining in the second. The ICA to inbound in front of the Patriot bench. Last touched by Heath. Oh, Gilbert inside was off the mark. 1-on-2. And jumper off the mark, rebounded by Gilbert. Gilbert in transition.
Challenge for Heritage Hall here is keeping this about execution, not worried about the scoreboard here, down 31.
Wayman, little runner. That's off the mark. So ICA coming up empty, back-to-back possessions. As we approach a minute to play in the opening half. Another missed opportunity for Heritage Hall. Gilbert in transition. Oh, and he missed the dunk.
They struggled with that Friday night, Bergeron, giving up some of those easy points.
Tucker in transition, under a minute to play. Blue inside, off the mark. Rebounded by Cunningham. Cunningham with some of the brightest shoes that you'll ever see in the game of basketball.
Blinding out there. Those neon yellow.
Keeley over to Cunningham. Pass is intended for Keeley inside. Right back to the Patriots. Rebounded by, or blocked by Lehman, out of play. That'll become ICA basketball. 2.2 seconds remaining. Time for a quick catch and shoot. It's good if it goes. And it's off of the irons. That'll take us to halftime. ICA up 38-7. We'll be right back with third quarter action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back from Anderson, Indiana. Back inside Indiana Christian Academy, he's Ryan Baisley. I'm John Crispin as we get set for second half action. ICA up 38-7 as we begin the third frame. Ryan, we talked about in the halftime break that ICA was kind of cold during the second quarter. They had their second group of guys in, but Heritage played a lot tighter game in that second quarter.
We'll see what comes up this third quarter here. I think if I'm Kevin Heath at halftime, I'm telling my guys, we're not out of this yet. We controlled that second quarter, like you said, Brajan, pretty well. Only let ICA score 15. We have made some good shots, have some good opportunities in the paint. We just need to capitalize on them.
Heritage Hall had a lot of good looks in that second quarter. A lot of high percentage shots, just didn't get them to fall. Let's see what the third quarter has in frame. It'll be Heritage basketball to start the third from Campbell Court. Boaz out to Cunningham. That is out of play. Pass was intended for Boaz. Heath. And it will be Tucker on the perimeter. Stevens in the corner for three. Kyle Stevens. Kyle Stevens was cold in the second quarter. Opens third quarter scoring from beyond the arc, 41-7. Stolen by Tucker. Degbelow throws it down.
That dunk will get the crowd riled up here tonight.
Cunningham working on Degbelow. Pull back out.
Cunningham really has the opportunity to help lead this Heritage Hall team. I think being one of the more seasoned players on the team.
And Degbelow inside. 46-7. Degbelow with the steal right down Broadway with the right hand, and it's off the mark, rebounded by Ethan Tucker. ICA will reset off the steal.
Indiana Christian here continuing to play their style, set plays.
Stevens baseline, kicks out to Tucker. Gilbert inside. Oh, Tucker, no one left. No one was there in the same area code, 48-7. 5:56 remaining in the third. Degbelow again in transition. He'll throw it home. So quick six from Degbelow. 50-7, the lead now 43. And so we have reached the threshold, Ryan, of a running clock the rest of the way. The rule being 35. Degbelow again. Oh, and he missed it.
Tried to go 3 for 3 there on the dunks and denied on that one.
Gilbert top of the key over to Stevens. Tucker baseline, little floater. That's off the mark. Couldn't finish. Rebounded by Cunningham.
Last set, Daniel Stevens called zone defense for his team there.
Hitter's trying to find that perfect shot. Little runner off the iron, put back. No good. Third time's the charm, and that is Elijah Keeley.
Down by 41. Heritage Hall still competing here. Like we've said, they've had a number of good opportunities. The shot's just not falling for them tonight.
And Degbelow good from underneath. We'll get a timeout, 30-second timeout. Courtesy of Daniel Stevens, 52-9 your score. Whirlwind fans, tonight's broadcast is proudly brought to you by the ICA Sideline Store, your official home for Whirlwind gear. Whether in the stands at home or cheering from across the state, you can rep Indiana Christian Academy in style with hoodies, hats, and tees, and more, like my partner Ryan Baisley is wearing tonight, all in official school colors and designs. Every purchase directly supports Indiana Christian Academy students and programs. You're not just wearing the logo, you're strengthening the mission. Visit the ICA Sideline Store today, grab your Whirlwind gear, and show your school spirit loud and proud. The ICA Sideline Store, where Whirlwind fans get game day ready. That's a good-looking jacket, Ryan. Repping ICA. I missed the email, I think. And the jumper off the mark. Here comes ICA. Tucker in transition with the right hand, and it's good. 54-9.
That was a quick bam-bam play for the Whirlwinds there. Heritage Hall's had good ball control and possession tonight. Great passes around the arc.
This is a team that will use this sort of game as learning experience, picking some things up. And it's Lehman to Tucker.
Overthrew that one.
As mentioned in the outset, last time these two teams played was a couple of weeks ago. ICA won that 78-16. It was on the road at Heritage Hall. Little jumper off the mark from Boaz Heath.
Ethan Tucker directing traffic down the court. Looks like ICA is getting set up for a play.
Tucker to Stevens. Lehman, baseline. Oh, nice little putback. But that's off the mark. Last touched by Heritage Hall. It'll be ICA basketball underneath. Ethan Tucker to inbound in front of the Whirlwind bench. We approach 2.5 remaining. Lehman, oh, and he's blocked by Cunningham. Putback by Achenbach is good.
Heritage Hall continuing to battle there. Cunningham coming up with some great defensive plays. Ian Achenbach in the right place at the right time on that one.
Stevens with the steal. He will reset. Under 2 minutes remaining. Lehman in the corner. Over to Tucker. Tucker inside to Achenbach. Stevens kicks out. Lehman for three, and it's good.
The separation here of 50 points between the two teams. Heritage Hall has not given up.
Jumper off the mark. Kept in play by the Whirlwinds. Here comes Achenbach. We approach a minute remaining in the third. Tucker to Lehman. Stevens for three. And that's off the iron. Kept in play by Lehman. Back to Stevens. Right back to Lehman. Baseline. Achenbach loses handle. Tipped out of play. It'll stay with the Whirlwinds. So in comes Arnett, Gilbert of the Drew variety, and Ethan Ainsworth.
Coach Stevens getting on his team, get out there, use these last 45 seconds before we go to the end of the third quarter.
Here comes Keeley over to Cunningham as we approach 20 seconds remaining in the third.
This possession could end the quarter for us.
Jumper is good. Nice shot there from Boaz Heath. Ainsworth to Lehman. Got to get a shot off. It's an empty possession there. That'll end the third quarter. ICA up 59-11 as we head to the fourth. We'll be right back from Campbell Court at Indiana Christian Academy.
Welcome back to Whirlwind basketball. Whirlwinds up 58, Heritage Hall Patriots 11. Coming into the final 8 minutes here tonight.
Got an issue with the clock. Always an eventful evening at Campbell Court.
Scoreboard shows 145-11. Whirlwinds are good. They haven't put up 145 points tonight, though.
So while we wait, fans, tonight's varsity basketball broadcast is also a great time to introduce you to something brand new inside ICA, the official podcast of Indiana Christian Academy. Inside ICA takes you behind the scenes with coaches, teachers, students, and special guests sharing the stories of faith and the mission that make ICA such a special place. You'll hear powerful testimonies, school updates, and inspiring conversations you won't find anywhere else. Find Inside ICA on YouTube today. Just search Inside ICA and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Inside ICA, where faith, family, and Whirlwind pride come together. Still working out the clock issue. As the congregation grows around the scores table. Whirlwinds fans, make sure to join us Thursday, January 15th, as your Whirlwinds play host to the Colonial Cougars in an important conference matchup. Make your plans to be with us in person, and if you can't, visit us online and watch the broadcast. We'll be with you for that contest as well. Visit ICA.com for more details.
Heritage Hall going to have a 10-day stretch here between their next game when they play Tabernacle Christian.
Looks like we're close to resuming action. 58-11, your score. And much to the delight of the Whirlwind faithful, we are back to play from Campbell Court. As a reminder, he's Ryan Baisley. I'm Brajan Crispin as the fourth quarter is underway. Ainsworth in the corner for three. Off the mark. ICA will reset. Arnett drives, baseline, little scoop, that's off the mark. Awkward looking shot courtesy of Jensen Arnett.
Heritage Hall continuing in the battle ICA, those dictating the terms of this game, up by 47.
Shot inside, that's Craig Yulray. Arnett gets some help from Achenbach, doesn't take it. Achenbach inside to Lehman. Lehman over to Ainsworth. Cross court, Gilbert drives baseline. Little right hand jumper, that's good. 60-13.
Heritage Hall working on good discipline and habits as they finish out this game here.
And Ryan, another good example of a high percentage shot that just didn't fall. It's a good look from Cunningham as Achenbach hit the square button on the controller, put him on spin cycle, and got it to go. Boaz Heath baseline, intended for Yulray, stolen by Arnett as we approach 6 minutes remaining.
ICA continuing to press down the court, not let up on this Heritage Hall defense.
Drew Gilbert has to kick out. Ainsworth inside to Achenbach. Arnett drives baseline, awkward looking shot, that missed everything. And here comes Heritage Hall. Cunningham to Yulray, back to Heath, Heath through traffic. Off the front of the iron, rebounded though by Cunningham. A little putback jumper and it's good. Eli Cunningham, one of the bright spots for this Patriot team, trying to find its identity as they continue on their season campaign.
Eli Cunningham continuing to play aggressive there in the middle of the action in the paint.
Arnett from three, bang, bang, bang. Jensen Arnett. 65-15. Under 5 minutes remaining in the contest.
ICA made a number of field goal shots tonight, landed a number of them.
Trying to go through traffic was Boaz Heath. Drew Gilbert, top of the key to Ainsworth. It's Lehman inside to Achenbach. Kicks out. Arnett baseline, back to Achenbach. ICA looking for that perfect shot. Baseline drive off the mark from Drew Gilbert.
Daniel Stevens getting ready to put in two of his other players here. Rotate some legs.
Here comes Achenbach in transition. 3:45 remaining. We'll get a substitution. So it'll be Arnett to inbound. Opposite the ICA bench. Wayman's three is good.
3.5 minutes left here on Campbell Court.
The ICA faithful not happy with the three as they wanted to score. That shall not be mentioned. That is favored by the young people, Ryan. Ainsworth now in transition as we approach 3 minutes to play. And Lehman will pull back. Arnett inside, tried to split the Red Sea, couldn't do it. And here comes Heritage Hall. Gilray, a little turnaround floater, and it's good.
With that basket, Heritage Hall puts up more points than they scored in this last matchup with the Whirlwinds. ICA continuing to move the ball well.
Ainsworth inside is good, 70-17. 2.5 to go. Indiana Christian Academy will move to 13-1 on the season, move to 3-0 in conference. Daniel Stevens will pick up his 101st win. Picked up his 100th career win last night on the road in a tough environment at Suburban. Not too shabby if you're Coach Daniel Stevens.
He's got to be happy with his team tonight. They've played well. They've made some fewer mistakes, I think, overall than the last few games they've had. Obviously, not as close of a game tonight as was last night.
Heritage Hall will fall to 1-7 and 0-7 in conference, but some positive building blocks picked up this evening. Cunningham baseline. We'll pull back, directing traffic. We'll get a whistle. In comes Jacob Youngdale. And out comes Elijah Keeley.
1 minute to play here in this contest.
Stolen by Ainsworth. Ainsworth with the right hand tries to throw it down. And to no avail. Rebounded by Arnett. Arnett baseline. And that's off the body of Youngdale, out of play. It'll stay with the Whirlwinds. 45 seconds remaining.
No more than 2 possessions left in this game, Bergeron.
3-point attempt off the mark from Arnett. Under 30 seconds remaining. ICA will extend their win streak at home to 20 and improve to 13-1 overall and 3-0 in conference.
Heritage Hall has battled hard this game, led by Eli Cunningham, helping direct his younger teammates there.
So that'll do it. Well, ICA winners tonight from Campbell Court, 70-19. Your score, an emphatic win. Fans, make sure to be with us Thursday, January 15th, as your Whirlwinds host the Colonial Cougars. So for Ryan Baisley, Bergeron Crispin, we say thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. So long and good night.